Hello, I'm Andrew Buckle and I'm going to show you how to make a vortex in Adobe Photoshop. It's a pretty simple tutorial. It's one that I learned within about 5 minutes. But it should be a bit shorter for you if you're an expert on Photoshop. So let's minimize that and let's get started. So let's go to File, New, and then make sure all of your settings are the same as mine. Height 60 pixels, 600 pixels even, and width 600 pixels, and make sure your resolution 72, RGB color 8 bytes, and make sure your background is white. Let's move this into the center so we can see it a bit more. First of all, go into Filter, Render, and go into Clouds. You can hit Control F or Command F on the Mac to see what kind of clouds you like. I like that. So let's go to Filter, Noise, Add Noise, and make sure it's 70.67% and uniform and monochromatic is clicked. So once you've done that, you go into Filter, Blur, Radial Blur, and you can just make sure it's 100%, make sure it's on zoom, and it's up to you, but I normally choose best. So once it loads, you got this effect. If you could just hit Command or Control F, just give it time, it makes a nice, even smoother. So now that we've got that, we've got to add some colour to it. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's normally blue, but it can also be other colours. So you can either go into Image Adjustments and Hue Saturation, or hit Control U or Command U in the on a Mac. So now you get to choose. Make sure you click Colorize before you do anything. Now push up this effect to 100, and then this one, for a nice blue one, it can be make sure it's 225 on Colorize, or if you want a nice little slightly fiery one, make sure the hue is set to 13 and don't adjust the brightness at all. And so you've got some different color vortexes, and you can add almost anything to these. Not really. If I open up one of the files I've done, I've added a rounded rectangle to my name. I've also put the name of the company that I run also there, so I got two slightly brightened rounded rectangles. As you can tell, the light effect come from top and bottom. It's pretty easy. I'll show you how to do the rounded rectangle effect. So let's get this one up, and let's choose this color to be a nice red. So right at the top of the red. Now you choose your tool and rounded rectangle. Doesn't matter about the radius, so you just do that. Now you've got it looks just like a plane. So now you go into blending options, or right click or the FX at the bottom here. Now go into, first of all, bevel and emboss. Keep everything the same except for changing the size of it to about 20 and soften it just about 4 pixels. Now at the bottom, get rid of use global light and change that one to 90 and this one to 67. It's vice versa if you're going to make the light from the bottom, or you can put the angle to the sides so that you don't have to change anything. So once you've done that, you press OK and then add some text. If you hit D on your keyboard, it'll bring up the default colors. If you just bring it slightly above, and for this one, 30 seems to work well for it. So once you've done that, you can put your name or whatever into it. Well, it seems like 30 is not working on mine. I'm going to have to make that a bit smaller, so I'm just going to make it about 24. Should fit in then. Once you put that, flatten the image, and you've got a nice vortex. I'm still trying to make animation, but when I get an animation for this one, I'll put it on YouTube. So thank you for listening to this tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. And also you can customize this and come up with your own one, but I've used this, a mixture of 3 different tutorials that I found all over the internet. So I thank you, and this is Andrew Buckle from andrewarts.co.uk. Thank you.